Hi, Mum. So we're all on speakerphone in here, and we have Mrs. Marcia Fairfield, Miss Hannah Fairfield, Drew's sister, and Mr. Tony Bostridge.
Yeah, just for clarity, I'm Drew's stepfather.
Understood, Tony. To introduce myself, I'm Detective Chief Inspector McAllister, but please call me Tessa. I'm the detective in charge of the investigation into Drew's death. Let me start by saying how sorry I am for your loss. It's terrible that we're meeting in these circumstances. I mean, I can barely imagine how you must be feeling right now.
Thank you, Inspector. That's appreciated.
Tessa, or Tess, please. There's no need for us to be formal. Absolutely no need.
Thank you, Tessa.
Perhaps it would be best if I outlined what we're planning to do and where we go from here. You know, all the steps.
Yeah, that would be good.
Great. Okay. So the first thing I want to be very clear of is that, whilst this is a unique investigation due to the geographical issues, the Metropolitan Police are doing absolutely everything in their power to identify the cause of Andrew's death. I'm a very experienced senior investigating officer, and I'll be using all the many, many resources available to me to give you the answers you want surrounding how Andrew died.
That's all we want. We want it finished.
No, Mum, we want the truth. We want to know what really happened. There's no point in rushing it. And
If I might, Hannah, there's the same thing. That we don't rest until everything is known. Everything's been accounted for.
How can you?
Well, yes, Tony, I'd be lying if I denied there weren't considerable issues facing this inquiry.
Issues?
Shh, I want to listen.
Thanks. Yeah, it is extremely rare for inquiries such as this to ever be conducted in this manner. I mean, entirely remotely.
Well, can you leave it, until after the winter, I mean?
If I may take this one, Mum?
Yeah, of course, Ephraim.
Hannah, as we spoke about before, these few days are crucial for gathering evidence.
Yeah, Ephraim's absolutely right. I think we have a duty to really seize this opportunity. These few days, gather all the evidence that we possibly can before it gets destroyed. Whether that's accidentally or just with the passing of time.
Did you just say, sorry, do you think it could be an accident?
No, sorry, I'm talking about the evidence. Traces can get destroyed, people clean up, move things, and in this case in particular, people talk to each other. And as a result, accounts can be corrupted, but it's not in a criminal way.
Right. I thought you meant maybe it was an accident. The thing was that it was an accident.
Well, yes, Marcia, you're not wrong to think that. When starting an investigation like this, you're absolutely right. We do investigate all angles and start. We have to start with the first question, which is, is this a murder, died by suicide, or is it an accident?
Why would he kill himself?
Mum,
No. I think we can absolutely rule that out quite easily. That there's no grounds to consider death by suicide.
He wouldn't. He just wouldn't.
On the issue of accidental death, though, I have to say we haven't conclusively ruled that out.
Good.
Though from what I have been informed so far, it does seem unlikely that he went that far from the base dressed inappropriately.
I mean, the injuries, what do they tell you?
Oh, well, at this stage, I'm afraid I can't give you a definitive result from the post-mortem. As you can imagine, due to the location and the manner it was conducted, I have to have the information checked here by a Home Office forensic pathologist, in the UK. So this can take a wee bit of time. But as soon as I've got a definitive answer, I will let you know via Ephraim. And I hope you understand. It's just because I don't want to give you information that's not accurate. I'd rather wait until I've got a complete picture before I pass this on to you. I hope you appreciate that. I'm just asking you, please, just be a wee bit patient with us on this one, yeah?
Bollocks, isn't it? This is all civil service crap. Can you just apply a bit of common sense here?
Tony, please. Tony, please.
Communicate to us like a normal human being.
Tony.
It's just bloody ridiculous. We want answers. I know she already has some. I reckon we'll be kept in the dark.
Tony, this has to be done properly. We'll be told things as and when the time is
What
right.
can you bloody tell us? So far we absolutely know nothing. Nothing new.
Jesus Christ.
Tony, please, let the lady speak.
Tony, I can assure you we're not keeping anything from you. I know Ephraim will have taken you through what we know so far. Moving forward, I am, of course, running the investigation, so I'm not going to be able to speak with you day to day, but That's why I've assigned Ephraim as your primary family liaison officer. You know, he, along with his deputy Shan, they'll act on my behalf and they'll give you all the information that I can tell you, you know, at any particular time. And look, if you've got any questions, please ask them and it will be relayed to me. Ephraim and Shan are very experienced and they'll assist you with everything you need to know about the investigation. You have my word on that, Tony.
Thank you.
Look, and also as things come up for us, they will be asking you questions about Andrew. Because the more we know, the more chance we have of discovering what happened to him.
I don't want to know. You two can hear about it. I don't want to know.
Of course, Mrs. Fairfield, and you won't have to. Marcy, you can't put your head in the sand about this. Someone attacked Drew.
Do you have to sound so pleased about it? It's not one of your TV programmes.
Well,
This actually
yeah.
happened. This isn't some mystery for you to solve. This is my brother, Tony, Mum's son. He's been attacked by someone and is now fucking dead.
You know what?
Drew's gone. You don't really seem to care about
Hannah,
that.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Who would want to kill him? Why would anyone ever want to?
Look, I can assure you, Marcia, we are going to find out. We will give you answers.
Everyone loved him. I never knew anyone say a bad word about him. He was like that as a child. He was always popular. Everyone loved him.
Oh, come on, Mum.
What?
Everyone has enemies.
Don't be silly.
Well, everyone pisses someone off. Sometime.
No, not Andrew. There's something special about him. Always has been.
Look, these days can be incredibly difficult. Sadly, I do know this. I just want to reassure you all that we'll do everything we can to find out how Andrew died. And if anyone is responsible, we will bring them to justice.
Thank you, Inspector.
When did you last speak?
It was Mum's birthday last week. He FaceTimed us then.
Mm-hmm. And is that how Drew mainly communicated when he was on the base?
Yeah, that and emails. Only video calls if the signal was good. He's not much of a phone person. He says he likes to see you.
Would it be okay to give Ephraim copies of those emails? I mean, in fact, any messages he sent, that would be really useful.
Yeah, of course. He sent me a few voice notes on WhatsApp too. I can dig them out.
Great. Yep. Thank you, Hannah. I know this is distressing, but there is a question I need to ask you all, and look, this may be a difficult one, but did you know of any enemies Dr. Drew might have made on the base? I mean,
Of course not.
Why on earth would he?
did he have any concerns about his time on the base, about going out there?
Not that he told me. Boredom. He was worried about getting bored.
Mm-hmm. Tony, anything?
No, nothing.
Hannah?
Well, what you said about enemies just now on the base,
Yeah.
the others, like all the others, he was there to test them.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe it isn't anything, it's just, he told me he was there to stress them out.
Could you go on, please, Hannah?
He said, sure, he was doing a behavioural study. He was doing his normal stuff, except he was doing more than that, without telling anyone.
Why didn't you tell me about
Well,
this?
it wasn't so. He was just bragging about his work, or I thought he was.
Oh, bragging about
Like, last time he was here, before he left, he said he had a secret mission.
secret from who?
Well, I don't want to. I'm not sure.
Hannah, did he say secret from Keone or secret from the people on the base?
Oh, definitely secret from the other people. I don't know about Keone, like the bosses there.
They'll definitely deny it.
Can you go on, please? Sorry, Hannah.
Well, maybe he was joking. I don't know.
Yeah, but
It was going to be like his big experiment to push people, to stress test them, like see how they reacted.
Sounds rather unethical.
Andrew wouldn't have ever done anything.
did he use the word push?
I don't know. I can't remember exact. We were out walking the dog, but I think he did.
So, as you understood it, he was going to deliberately generate situations which put individuals under stress. Is that...
Well, he didn't say generate or anything like that.
What did you say when he told you this?
I mean, I laughed, I think. Said, like, oh, you're the evil mastermind now, are you?
And he said, what did he say? Can you remember?
I think Albie got into this fight just then. with a Jack Russell.
Albie's the dog, Mum. A Labradoodle.
Ah. So did he say anything else after you got Albie back?
No, we just kept walking. I thought he was exaggerating. He always did.
He didn't.
Maybe not to you, Mum. I'm the little sister. I'm the one he has to big it up to.
Maybe you just thought he did.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I didn't understand.
Yeah, but Hannah, I can hear in your voice you're worried.
I wasn't before. It's only I keep remembering. He said he was going to push people. He did say push.
Everyone?
He wasn't specific.
Do you think he may have pushed someone too far?
Look, obviously. I mean, why else?
Cannot believe you didn't tell us this.
No, it was just Drew's work. It was no biggie.
No, really.
I mean, then I just thought that's classic big bro. Loves to manipulate people.
That is absolute nonsense.
You have no idea what he did when we were growing up.
He is 7 years older than you. How can you possibly
have no idea?
Maybe this isn't the time.
Yeah, too right.
We'll talk about it later, young lady.
Please, don't treat me like a child.
Don't act like one.
If I could just, if there's anything else you can remember that he said, Hannah.
Look, this is all just getting too... it was just him saying what he might do as part of the study, but it was nothing more than that. It's just been, you know, after this you go back and think about everything, like anything.
It's terrible not knowing, Inspector. We just need to know what happened.
Marcia, you will. We will do everything to find out.
What about that girl?
Sorry, Tony, which girl do you mean?
The one he was shacked up with.
I'm shacked up? What?
You know who I mean.
We will be interviewing everyone, so we will cover...
Maria's lovely. How could you want to think
Because it's
she would
always
ever...
someone they know. It's always someone
Yeah,
close.
they all knew each other. They're on like a fucking group holiday. None of them are strangers. Any of them can have beef. Like, any of them.
Someone killed
Tony,
Hannah.
please.
Marcy, someone did this to him.
Yeah, and we are going to find out, Mr. Bostridge.
Well, what if it's more than one person?
Well, our minds are open to every scenario.
More than
So we
one?
will be...
Like a plot or something?
All I'm saying is that every scenario will be explored. We're trained to keep an open mind.
Marcy, we can assure you, murder inquiries require a really special approach,
Yeah, Ephraim's absolutely right. Each one is different. And this is very different indeed, given the remote nature of the case. But that does not mean we can't apply the same principles.
It wasn't Maria. She's lovely. She wouldn't... They weren't just shacked up together. It was a real thing.
Is Maria the one you were doing makeup things with?
Yeah, that was just one time. I was chatting to Drew and Maria showed me how she does her eyes. And
Well, it doesn't suit you. You know that, don't you?
that's not the point, Mum.
Andrew and Maria, would you say they were close? I mean, do you think it was a genuine relationship?
Yeah, what else?
Well, I mean, to be honest, we have been told that during the time away, people form liaisons in those circumstances, and everyone knows. I mean, both parties know it's really just for the duration of the time they're out there.
But that's the point, though, isn't it? That's exactly it.
I'm sorry, Tony.
Do both parties know it's just for... I mean, one does, the other doesn't, one gets disappointed.
Well, yeah, that's possible, inevitably.
So there you go now. You hear that?
No, it's not fucking CSI Antarctic, Tony. It's actually real.
I'm entirely aware of how fucking real it is, Hannah.
Yeah, I'm just getting background, really. We're not ascribing any motives yet to anyone.
But as we say, Hannah, minds are still open, totally open.
Please just do everything you can.
Yeah, of course we will.
And we'll keep you informed at every stage.
Yeah, as much as we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask, any of you?
I don't think so.
No,
Tony?
not at this stage.
Okay, well listen, I'm going to keep in touch with you via Ephraim and Sean, and they can pass on anything to me, any concerns or anything else you remember or think might help, or look, really anything.
Yes, really, anything at all, I'm here.
Okay, so thank you all. I appreciate this is a really difficult time for you.
Thank you, Inspector.
Tess, please.
Okay, Mum, I'll call it and hang up now. Thank you.